June? It's June already? Where is the time gone?
Hey, how you doing? If we haven't met, I'm Mike Connors, real estate agent with eXp Realty here in Maine. It's that time already. June is here, and before you know it, the summer market will be in full swing. Now, I hear that the market is starting to shift, or at least show signs of shifting in many parts of the country, especially the bigger markets, but that just isn't the case here in Maine. Not yet, anyway. In the last 24 hours, there were 196 new listings, 26 went back on the market, and 161 went from active to pending. In the last 24 hours, 72 residential properties closed on the MLS here in Maine. So taking a look at what the market did in May, and when we talk about this, I'm talking about residential only. That doesn't include land, it doesn't include commercial, and it doesn't include multifamily. Single family houses only. First up is the average number of days on market. In the month of May, it was 27 days. If you recall, in August of 21, the average days on market bottomed out at 24.5 days, and then it began rising every month after, hitting an all-time high in February of this year at 45 days when it switched again and started declining. In March, we saw it go down to 42.2 days. In April, it went down to 33.4 days, and last month it continued to slide even more. And if we look at May of 21, the average number of days on market was 51. So that's about a 47% decrease this year from last year. And this is not because price is dropping, real estate is just selling faster. Which brings me to my next point, the average list price in May. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to sit down because you're really not gonna believe this. I couldn't believe this. Are you sitting down? Get this. The average list price for May of 2022 in the state of Maine was $946,820.
I'm sorry, could you speak into my good ear?
Yes, I said that correctly. $946,820. That's a 93.94% increase from May of 21 when the average list price was only $488,212. But as always, the list price is a good indicator of how the market is trending, but let's talk about what really matters. The average sale price in May was $396,833 compared to $371,728 in May of 21. And that's only a 12% increase, but it's still trending up, which means the market is not shifting. And that brings us to the sold to list ratio. What is that, you may ask? Good question. The sold to list ratio is the average ratio of sale price compared to the original list price in a percentage. This ratio shows how the sale prices of properties compare to their original list prices. If that number is below 100%, that indicates that on average, properties sold for less than their original list price. If it's above 100%, it indicates that on average, properties sold for more than their original list price. We calculate this ratio by dividing the sale price by the original list price. So for May, it was 103.3. So properties on average still are selling more than their original list price. In fact, that number hit its low in December at 98% and has continued to rise each month since. What does this mean? Well, it means that even though some market experts are predicting a downturn, it's just not happening yet, and it's still very much a seller's market. And last but not least is the absorption rate. Again, for those of you that don't know what the absorption rate is, it's if no new properties were added to the market and sales continued at the current rate, how long would it take to sell all the properties on the market? In May, that number was 1.27 months, compared to May of 21 at 1.44 months. This number has continued to increase since March of this year when it hit a low of 0.98 months. So as I've said before, there's really no telling where the market is headed. Experts are saying it's turning around. Maybe it is in some spots in the country, but it does not appear to be so here in Maine. At least not if May's numbers are any indication. I'm looking forward to the summer market to see what happens. As always, the real estate market is anybody's guess. You know, it just doesn't look like it's changing right now, but this could all change when we wake up tomorrow. So there you have it. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have more questions about the market, buying, selling, investing, or you just have real estate questions in general, my contact information is below or above depending on where you're watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it useful so that others can benefit from it too.